On the worksheets that are numbered 3, you will be given lots of written information which you need to read before you can work out what the question is and answer it. When we're looking at long questions with lots of information, always think to yourself, is this information that I actually need, or will this not answer the question? So I've got an example of one here. Let's have a look at it. On a coach trip, 17 people took Coke, 16 people took Pepsi, and 32 people took water. How many people took cola? So I have 3 numbers, 17, 16 and 32. I need the numbers that tell me how many people took cola. 17 people took Coke. Is Coke a kind of cola? Yes. 16 people took Pepsi. Is Pepsi a kind of cola? Yes. 32 people took water. Is water a kind of cola? No, I don't need that one. So I only need the 17 and 16. They want to know how many people took cola. Those are the 2 numbers I'll use, and I'm adding them together. I'm going to use column addition. 7 add 6 is 13. 1, 2, 3. The answer is 33, and I'm going to underline my answer so that anyone marking my paper can see that this is my working out and this is my answer. On a lot of the SATS papers you will have a little box that says answer next to it, and you can write your answer in there to make sure it's really clear. If there is a box that says answer, make sure your answer goes in there. And you can use any of the rest of the question paper to do workings out. Let's try another one. Here's another question. In a class there are 16 boys, I'm going to put a ring around the numbers so I can see them, and 14 girls. 3 of the boys wear glasses. Here's what we need to know. How many children are in the class? I have 3 numbers here, but if I read carefully, one of them is actually repeating information. How many children are in the class? Well, I have 16 boys and 14 girls. What about this number? 16 boys, 14 girls. 3 of the boys wear glasses. Well, I've already got the boys. Those 3 are in that number there. So I don't need to add that on, do I? The total number of children in the class is 16 plus 14. And if we add that together using column addition, I get 30. So even though there were 3 numbers in the question, one of them was talking about boys, and we already had the boys. So that was an extra bit of information that I didn't need to answer the question. If the question had been how many wear glasses, then yes, I would need that. But that wasn't the question. Let's try another. On Tuesday, 16 people had packed lunch. On Wednesday, only 13 had packed lunch. And on Friday, 17 people had packed lunch. How many had packed lunch on Tuesday and Wednesday? So I've got 3 numbers here, but I'm only looking for 2, aren't I? So on Tuesday, we want that one. 16 people had packed lunch. And on Wednesday, 13 people had packed lunch. On Friday, 17 people had packed lunch. We don't need that one. So we are going to add 16 and 13. So using column addition, 6 add 3 is 9, 1 add 1 is 2. The answer is 29. And I think now you're ready to tackle the questions with number 3 on them. Just bear in mind that there may be information in the question that you don't need. As you read the question, circle the numbers and then read it again to see which of those numbers you'll need to actually answer the question. Have a go.